Is it okay to look?
Yep.
Yes. He did it again, didn't he? I'm sitting here the whole time going, tell me when it's okay. Is it okay to look now? Yeah. Everyone, welcome to Handmade by Ying with Donna and Joe. Our tech guy. God love this man, right? Today is Friday night. It will be a little bit of an extended live tonight, and I hope that you all hang with me. We do have a giveaway at the end. Today is October the 12th, and on behalf of Joe and I, today's the 12th. I'm telling you, today's the 12th. The man, we just, 10, 11, okay, the 11th. You're right, 10, 11, 12. That's my daughter's anniversary. We just had anniversary dinner with her here, and on behalf of Joe and I, Samantha, if you're watching, you and Jason, happy anniversary, kids. We love you dearly. And thanks for all you do. So I'm going to slip into the chat real quick. He's got me all kerfuffled, I'm telling you, with this creepiness. I hope that you guys love it, because I can't wait for November. That's all I have. He says, Marty, I'm telling him Marty better come back, and he's telling me Marty's sending him turkeys. I don't know about all this. In Quilt Fact, I'm here and ready for the tutorial. Bring it on, Queen. You are going to love tonight. Trust me, trust the process. I will walk you all through one step at a time. It is going to take us several weeks, so don't feel like you're being left behind at all. If you sew along with me, we will sew this together in its entirety, beginning to end. Mary Tally, hello. Day is in the house. Thank you for coming, sweetheart. I appreciate you. Hi, everyone. Welcome. The Goons, Goblins, and Ghosts. Ugh. I hope you guys love it. He creeps me out a little bit. He's enjoying it so much. Annette, hello, sweetheart, and welcome. Mary Tally, I'll be watching on the TV. I feel sorry for you, because now you can see all that nastiness on the big screen. Oh, God love you. Shareasale lady, I hope you're doing well. I've been praying for you. Good evening, Donna and Joe, everyone in the chat. Going to sit and watch with my coffee. Tired from cleaning up. I pray to God that you did not get a lot of damage, sweetheart. Let me see. Kennedy Crafts is in the house. Janine's in the house. Hello, sweetie, and welcome. Just going to skim. Let me see. Linda, I hope you didn't get a lot of damage. Amen to that. Zaza's in the house. Tony Altman. Cindy Goody. Let me see. Mitzi's in the house. Mitzi, I did receive what you sent me. Thank you, sweetheart. In Quilt Fact is telling everyone, hello, Cindy Goody, Joe. That's an amazing intro. Don't feed into him, please. He's enjoying this too much. No, he's over here telling me to tell her thank you. And he's doing that evil grin and that, yeah. He's loving it a whole lot. And I'm glad you guys are all enjoying it. Joe's Creative Wanderings. Good evening, y'all. Good evening. Joe, where are you from? Louis Clark. Good evening, Donna, Joe, and everyone, and Janine, everybody watching. Hello, hello. Guess who? Nancy's in the house. Hello, sweetheart. We're still praying for you, too. Joyce, hi, Donna, and everyone. Jody, hi, Donna, Becca, and Joe, and the chatters. Becca's not here tonight. She might slip in before her live. I never know. Kennedy Crafts, Debt-Free Quilters in the house. I hope you and the household is feeling better, Heather. Hey, hey. Louise is in the house. Hello, hello. Debt-Free Quilter. You're killing me, Heather. Don't feed into him. Next thing you know, you'll have dancing pumpkins in my kitchen or something. You never know with this man. Heather, he's having fun, yes. Lynn's Crafting Lounge. Hello, I so needed to watch this. Hello, Lynn, and welcome to our channel. It's a pleasure to have you. If you're new here tonight, please drop a heart so that I can give you a welcome. It's always a pleasure to have new subscribers as well as our regular ones that we call family. Diane Constance, good evening from Massachusetts. Joe's Creative Wanderings. Yes, Joan Billings. I'm just going to skim now. I think everybody's in. Joe had too much fun with this. He spent the entire week for a 5-minute intro. But he wants to up his game each week to share his love for Halloween with all of you. And I say that with as kind heart as I can. Renee, hello. Joyce K, are you scared? I believe I scared a whole lot. Let me see. Brenda, hello. Pat Strawhouse, hello and welcome, sweetheart. I hope that everyone is doing fine after this storm. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Kitty Crafts, I love you, girl. Carolyn Wilson, hi, y'all. If I don't read your comments, it just means I'm skimming. Dancing. Oh, Heather, don't get him going. You've got him to put up with. I love to sew's in the house. Anne-Marie, welcome. Debbie, what's the time of Hedda's channel? Pat Strauss, let me see. Donna, yeah, exactly, right? And tonight, don't give me any hard words, you two heathens. So blessed by Jess is in the house. Joe loves the piano playing skeleton. It's probably his favorite, Zaza, truth be known. Louis, yes. Cherry, my quilting world, hello and welcome. Quilting in the country. Hey girl, I haven't saw you in a whole while. I admire Joe's tech knowledge. He is learning along the way and enjoying every step. Jody, Joe, you need some squirrels with them pumpkins, skulls, witches, heads, dance. Oh my. You don't feed into him, people. Don't do it. Heather Dublin's in the house. Thinking of you and always praying. Yes, we have a urgent prayer request for one of our squirrels, Heather Dublin. Please cover her in your prayers. She is battling cancer, ovarian cancer. So please cover her in many, many prayers. I think she surpassed the scary Halloween image. I don't know. Dragonflies for Donna. Hello. Karen T. Just got here. Hello, and welcome. So now I can throw the mouse away. It's probably contaminated by a room full of skeletons, ghosts, and whatever else he can come up with. Mad Scientist Joe, that's what we need. We need to call him the Mad Scientist, I tell you. Joe's Creative Wandering. Donna, it's Joanne Jennings. I just started my channel and so I changed my name. Coastal North Carolina. Okay, now I get it. I wasn't sure and I didn't want to say. So welcome and happy. I wish you all the best with your channel, and I'll have Joe, if my moderators can please remember Joe's Creative Wanderings. We will get you a link ready to drop. My mods know how to drop it without that. Joe will get the link and he'll add you into our system. Oh, sorry. Joe and I have been working in our basement garage, and we've both stirred up some kind of happiness in our lungs and chest. Thank you, Donna. You're welcome. So anyway, who is ready for the world of Bargello? Drop a thumbs up in the chat. I tell you, I love a good Bargello. As you can see, I'm not a fan of whites, but this is my rainbow Bargello. Our bitch thin Bargello is down on our bed. I made matching pillow shams for that and did our room. Our bedroom is in like a ocean vibe. I'm waiting now to decide on what color we are going to paint it. I took over a kid's playroom and we've converted it to a bedroom. So I want to get rid of the clouds and all of that and turn it into our room. Absolutely. Please cover this child in prayer. God knows her needs. If anybody wishes to do anything for her, please stop over at the squirrels. We've dropped a GoFundMe link. The needs are many, as anybody knows that has battled cancer, and of any level, the needs are many, from gas cards to prayer. Prayer's the main thing. But she's been out of work for quite a long time, and she thought she's already rang that bell and they found something else. So cover this child, please. She means a lot to all of us in the quilting community as a whole, but she means a lot to our squirrel family. So, Heather, we will stand with you in prayer. We're 2 or more gathered, my friend. You've got this. So, I'm going to start crying if I don't get some air moving around these eyeballs. So anyway, back to Bargello talk. I am ready, and I will show you what I'm doing every step of the way. This is a Ron Carlton pattern. It is amazing. I've checked many Bargello patterns, and I really like Donna Jordan's, and I really enjoy the Ron Carlton pattern. So either one that you are doing is going to have the same end results. I like the ones that have the ocean wave to them. Janine, one of my moderators, took the same pattern last time we did this, and she did Prism is the name of the technique that she used, and it gave the big deep peaks and valleys in. And when we get to the part of laying it out on the design wall, I'll be able to show you different ways that you'll be able to lay yours out. I really enjoy the swirl in mine, and that's just my personal preference. Would I like to do the prism? Would I like to do these other fancies? Absolutely. But this would be my first Bargello coming back from the stroke. Numbers are inverted for me. So if I say something and it doesn't make sense, please let me know in the chat straight away. My granddaughter's here with us tonight, and she has my cell phone, so my moderators will not be able to get me that way. But what you will be able to do is say, Donna, or text Joe, and he'll tell me on the back end. So, I need you to do me 2 big favors before we get this party started tonight. Find yourself something very easy that you're not going to lose for the duration of your project. It's a very large pin, and you're going to use it every step once we get to working. You're going to need it, and you're going to need to leave it with this project for the duration beginning to end. I took the liberty to open one of my jelly rolls. That way I would be able to have something hanging behind me that you would be able to understand what I'm saying as we are working. Teresa Louise is in the house. Brianka, hello, and welcome. Sylvia, hello and welcome. I just dropped the link. Thank you. Please help her reach 50 subscribers so she can start doing lives. They save that link for me after I'm finished tonight. I will make sure I subscribe as well. Let me see. I want to make sure I'm not missing anyone. Okay, no more chatting. Getting to the design mode to start. Pray for my journey. You've got this. We all can do this together. If you've got questions, Joe has been instructed on the back end, Donna, there's a question. And he'll highlight it so that I do not miss anything. Hello, Linda Denton, and welcome. Lorraine, hello. So anyway, this is Tuscan Sun. This is the Bargello that I will be working from. I am doing this pattern, and it is going to come out a queen size when it is completed. This quilt top is amazing to do, and I really love a good Bargello. You're going to need a few things. You're going to need your seam ripper. You're going to need your rotary cutter. You're going to need a 24-inch ruler. Of course, your sewing machine, many pins, and a heck of a lot of clips. Your 2 jelly rolls, and I use Dove Gray anytime that I'm doing this. Anytime. That way, as you can see, I'm on the wrong side. You don't see the seams at all. I sew, instead of the 2.4, I drop to 2" when I am sewing my Bargello strips together. I do the 2.4 when I'm joining my rows together. You're going to be thankful that you did it this way, because when you're picking these seams, it's going to be much easier. And you need to trust the process. Trust me on this. A seam ripper is a good thing for a Bargello. Absolutely. It is not a bad thing here. It's definitely a good thing. I always make sure I have one of my sharp tips for this. Hey, Bill, welcome, sweetheart. We love you, sweetie, and I miss seeing you around. I can't wait till QuiltCon so we get to hang out. Let me see. You're going to need some Post-it notes. Of course, the Post-it note queen says you need Post-it notes. Your Bargello comes with 40 to 42 strips. Mine is coming with 40. What I have done is I've lined my first set of Bargello up. You're going to get 2 that match in each grouping. So once I open this, I needed to make sure that I had something that was visually pleasing to me. So I opened it up, and I did not put my markers on yet. I hung it first, and I moved some of my colors around. Then what you're going to do is take a picture and turn it into black and white. You're going to want to see if it's pleasing in black and white. You might have to move 1 or move 2. I purposely move this one because I'm eyeballing and estimating, because I've done enough of these. I need something dark at strip number 15 that's going to help me with my waist. So there's a reason why I've changed mine from the layout that's here. So you can choose to do it in the way that we open it, or you can just hang them up on some kind of a 4x6 design wall if you have. That way you're going to be able to see them before we get to play with them. Get your lint roller. Yes, that's the next thing. I do have my lint roller. Handy dandy, because you're going to need it. I choose to use the sticky roller. Beth turned me onto this, because as soon as I open this, I do not like pinked edges. My personal preference, I don't like them. Had I have known this kit came with pinked edges, I never would have bought it. So now I'm going to have to work a little smarter. Don't try to trim them off. There's no need to do that. Maybe it'll come in handy as I line them up. Who knows? I prefer no pinked edges. That's personal preference for me. So once I do open this, before I ever take the band off, I will use this. Yes, a whole lot. And it's going to get all that residual lint, all those little fibers. Yeah, we all love that, right? No. But this is going to do the cleanup and make it a lot simpler as we go along. Yes, Bill, it's going to be fun. We have to commit to hang out some. So let me see. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to show you how simple. Just pop it open. I am going to keep my label for this, because along the way, people's going to say, hey, Donna, what's the fabric line? And I won't have a clue in another week or so. So what I'm going to commit to do is pray I don't lose it. I get a little antsy and I clean a whole lot. But if anybody wants to remember, it's called Tuscan Sunset. So I've got it opened up. Going to pull this open. Before I ever do anything, clean the roller. And I'm going to impress you with all of this nasty that's going to come out of this. Because I really am, I don't like lint. Can't help it. I don't like it all over me. Don't like it anywhere. And I will press down a good bit and get in all of those little nooks and crannies. And look at this. This is from the jelly roll. Now, if you don't use this, I do a whole lot. They're so easy to use. And I will have the link. I'll have Joe drop the girl's link in the description box at the end of this video. But these sticky rollers, warm soapy water, a little drop of Dove, and it wrenches away. They're totally reusable. Love, love, love them. Quilting compound, same here. I use the reusable. Yes. It's like the bomb. I get it. So we're going to open this up. I like to keep these, strange as it is, but I really do. So I'll snag another pin. I just think they're so cute. If you're going to bless someone with some kind of fabric, you can upcycle that. I really like them. Sometimes I'll even put them in to my salvages when I do things for salvages. So I'll go ahead and unroll. And even though we've done it with the lint roller, I'm going to take it down here and give it a good shake. Because I don't want that all over my desk. So I've still got more falling, and I'm just going to leave it go for just a minute. So just shake it. Get as much off as you can. It will help you when you're getting ready to get your project going. Just shake it, shake it. Because when these are cut, they don't bother to vacuum and get all the funk off, right? But we get the privilege of doing it. So I'm going to lay this down just like this. Nice and tidy the way I unrolled it. The way to see this. Where is it? Want to make sure the way I open this. Now this is the way mine was rolled. This will not go on the top. This is going to go in the back. It was just the way it was rolled, I think, for a visual pleasure. Donna's worst nightmare. Absolutely. I could hyperventilate. Q, hey Donna, what has your little iron been drinking? Yes, it's on its side. I hate that I'm using my desk with my cutting mat, even though I have my wool mat here. I do have my iron set very hot. If I put it down and I'm talking too long, I'm afraid it might scorch through or heat up on my mat. So yes, you silly goose. You're naughty, Janine. Naughty. Naughty, naughty. So yes, it tipped over. Heather, there goes her OCD. Yes, my friends know me all too well. I can't stand it on any level. So, here we go. Let me get back to what we are doing. The prep time for this should be about 4 hours. So you're going to have some homework. We all like homework, don't we? When I leave you tonight, you will have enough knowledge to move forward and set up for next Friday night. I may go a little bit longer on a few Friday nights until we're into the groove of this. This is not going to be a 1, 2, 3 week finish because I made a promise to Debbie at Quilt Fact and a couple other friends that we are going to slow this down and make it so they are able to stay nice and in sync with what I'm doing. I will not have time on the back end to be sewing this because I have many other projects that I'm involved in. So I am only going to commit to sewing this on Friday nights. I may be able to sew a few strips in the evening as I sit with my girlfriends and we chat, but that's a maybe because I have a big contract I'm working on right now too. We skipped school. No, back to school. I know who you talk about. It must have had a hot toddy. Wanted early. Homework, no. Prep work, so, yeah. My girls, I love them. They make me giggle. So anyway, I've given you all the supplies you need. So I told you to get 4 Post-it notes. I've already cut one up and I've labeled this the way I want my quilt to lay out. So you're going to need 4. You're going to cut this just like this. Very, very simple. Because there's 20 little itty bitty strips. So if we take 5 of each color, and it's important I color code. So I have my first one at orange. And there's no exact science to this, but it's going to come in quite handy for you. You need to make sure that you have 20 tags total. Each column each set, you're going to have 2 from the first, 2 from the second. You're going to number them 1 through 20. You'll be thankful that you did, because as you're sewing, you're going to be joining these and you're going to be following the numbers that I'm giving you. And it's really going to help you. So if I say, I don't know, as example, you're going to need to grab your 1-2 set, your 3/4 set. It's going to be easy to just pick those, and that's where we're going to work on this. So please, even if you don't color code your Post-it notes like I do, make sure that you do have them numbered. You're doing your 5 cut into 4. That's going to give you your 20 for your 20 strips. So I've already got my first stack done. So I'm going to move these up here out of the way. And I will probably go light to dark. I can't help myself. So that way I'm going to know what color range I'm doing mine. I always keep a Post-it note next to me when I'm working so that if something comes up, I can jot a note on it. And it also has my stopping point, where I stop tonight, which column I'm in. I will stop there and write it on my Post-it note. Then I'll hook the Post-it note to this quilt, and that's where it will stay. So for right now, what I need you to do is take that fancy little pin. You're going to need this. Hook it to the first one. For right now, that's what you're going to do. I have column 1. That's where we're going to start when we get to sewing. So I'm going to hook this into column 1 because I know that's where that needs to stay. It's going to stay for each set of the cylinders. So it's really important you keep that one pin with you right there. So I'm going to put these in my lap, and we're going to just press these. And as we do, the only thing you're doing is pressing the ends and pressing the center to get rid of your wrinkles. I'm not really worried about coming all the way up, but we can. Question, do you have stock in Post-it notes? Yes. I have the best friends who even, hold on, I tell you, they love me so much. They even give me a school bus with them. I wonder who can guess who did this. Yes, Janine. Yes, we have stock in Post-it notes. And yes, that did fall down. I just bumped it. Joel's noticed, and he's going to have to get up there and fix it because it looks horrible behind me. And you think I'm OCD? Wait, see how long he can leave it. He can do it. Thank you. If she's not, definitely needs to. Yes. No hard creases allowed. Nope. You need to bump them out. So now I've got That quick, we've already got the first one. So all I'm going to do is lay these out. I already have the general idea of the way I want mine. And I'm probably still going to move some around. So I'm just going to take this and stick it with the ones I have there and try to keep my columns lined up. Yous are just starting, so all you have to do is the order they came in, that would be number 1. Number 2, mark them with your little Post-it notes. It's really important at this step that you do get them marked. You're welcome. Wow, the bus is cute. Yes, Janine did good. Debbie Crow, I had a small Lisso project iron and it warped the cutting mat while it was sitting. Mine is getting so hot. Days is getting hot. We've already exchanged ours once and I've already contacted them. It's so hot to the touch. And right now I have it on 3 because it just what I need for this project. I don't want to starch these. Normally I would have starched, but I didn't. Yeah, Janine's going to bless me each year with a busload. I'm kidding, Janine. I couldn't resist. So this one will go into stack 2 and so on and so forth. So while we're talking tonight, I'm just going to tab these right there and keep the flow of the look. And I will not sew these until I'm absolutely sure that I like the color variation, because this you have to do 4 times. So make sure that after we get these pressed, so you're going to do both your jelly rolls pressing tonight. Then you're going to pin them in stacks of 4. Each column is going to give you 4. Then you're going to take your black and whites. You take a picture, change it to black and white, and see if you like the variation. I know for this pattern, and I'm doing it the way Ron Carlton did, I know number 15 is where I'm going to, you're going to be able to see it right here. You see that deep color here? So I picked my deepest one there, and I picked my deepest one here. So I have this one, number 7 and 15. So I will remind you of that again before we start to sew. If you want to see those big waves with the deep colors, and it looks like it's wrapping, I will tell you, after you get it done and you take that black and white, pick your 2 darkest in that variation. This honestly was over into here, so I just pulled it over. And I'll do another black and white after I'm done to make sure that it's pleasing to me. I just couldn't resist. I'm finally here, was on the phone. Hello, everyone. Betty, hello. When you leave the mini Elisa on, it should be put into level 2. Yes. Yeah, the instructions say to do that. But I'm being very honest, this puppy gets hot. So we can't have that. So I don't know if we're just getting bad ones. We use them too much. I don't know. Just have no clue. And as you see, I am not doing a big song and dance. I'm just keeping these light. They will warp easy if you do too much of the back and forth, so you're just going to skim it and get those creases out. I didn't know Heather, she's going through them pretty fast. Wait, if she bought you an actual bus, LOL, Post-it notes, you're going to be willing, you're going to have to wheel them. No, did you see Heather? I mean, she blessed me big. I think it had like 400 or 500 Post-it notes, maybe 1,000 in. So, like I said, the reason I'm doing these in the 2 separate jelly rolls, I have and I'm putting them down about 4 to 5 inches. So if I start to move this row before I mark it, I'm going to be able to follow through with what I originally picked. So as I come along, if I think I want a little more change, this would be the time to do it. How many different color strips are you using? 20. Yes, my jelly roll comes with 40, so there's 20 different. And they're 2 of the same jelly rolls. Now here, simple little chit. We'll get that one out and get this one out. So I will help you any old way we can to not skip steps, but make it a little bit easier. Now the pattern tells you that once we get these all done, you lay them super flat, you pin them all together, then you snip off these ends. Don't do it. Do not do it. No need to. There is a way around that. So once this comes into a cylinder, this end will go anyway. I need to move my pins back where I can get them a lot easier. Now this color here, it's so cute. I need to find this for my backing of this one. I really think so. I remember when they came out with Post-it notes, the office went crazy for them. I love them in all different sizes. I really use Post-it notes a lot, and Joe would attest to that. If he would go to bed early and wake up, I'm surprised I didn't think to stick one on his head. But he would come up to his desk and he would find a list of things to do on Post-it notes. Just got here. Did she say the name of her jelly roll? Yes, the jelly rolls that I'm using is Tuscan Sun. And like I said, this is going to be a little bit longer process. Normally I can do this in like about 3 weeks. I'm estimating, let me see, middle of November, we'll close this out, maybe a little bit later, because we're not in any rush on this. This is meant to be enjoyable, not rushed through. And you'll see as you do it, I know some will just fly through it and be hung up waiting on us. I made a promise and I'm going to stick with it. We're going to go slow and steady. Let me see. Which numbers are the darkest strips? The darkest strips for me runs from 20 down to, I want to say 15, and then 14 down. They'll just vary it. But I know my 2 numbers that I always watch for, that's going to give you that deep swirl, is number 7 and number 15. If you want that big deep wave, that's the 2 numbers that I watch for. So does anyone have any questions yet? Have I confused you thoroughly? Because I'm trying not to. This is out of my comfort zone by a whole lot. This is not something I ever would have picked, but I do so much of colors that I enjoy. I find a lot of pleasure in anything ocean, anything blues, aquas, teals. They're my faves. So this one, when I saw it, I was like, I don't know why I was attracted to this color. At first, when I looked at it, I was like, yeah, I can do that. And now that I've got it in my possession, I'm glad I chose this. I kind of feel like it chose me because it's going to be a fun one. And I like to always play with color. So just keep them straight as you're working your way along. I'll have to watch this again. Too many interruptions here. Melissa, I get it. It's all good. Replay is always there. I am confused by the Bargello. Debbie, ask me anything. I am here. That's what this is about. I'm going super slow, and we can walk you through. My moderators have also done the Bargello, and they know exactly every step I'm going to do. So if I miss something, they can pick right up on it and answer. Thank you very much, Janine. Some of the strips are one strip of that color. Is that okay? Yep. Absolutely. Because when you take your black and white, that's where you're going to find the difference in the way that you want to lay out. So if you've got some that have just one color in your jelly roll, just lay it out and take the black and white. It might give you a different peak or valley. We'll have to wait and see. Is there a pattern? Yes. The pattern is in the description box. It's the Ron Carlton Bargello. I have to look real quick because he named it something different here. So I want to make sure. It's called readyandthriving.com is his website. I love that color. My favorite color. Awesome. And these, I would never use orange. I would never. But I guess it may be a different season in my life. I'm really enjoying the different patterns with this one. And I tell Joe all the time, this one's not going to live here. And then if I really like it, it's staying. I love that color. I'm learning. I'm really enjoying this. So just remember, you're pinning two together at a time. So we're just going to continue to do this and work our way through the remainder as we talk. Lorovich, welcome, welcome. I love her videos. If you have not watched her, she's got good stuff, I'm telling you. And the main thing is get this creases out. You're embracing your love of Halloween. I'll never touch it again. I'm done. No, say it ain't so. How many jelly rolls do you need? You need 2 jelly rolls of at least 40. And out of that 40, you should, keyword should, get 2 different ones of each. Now look at this. I'm showing you up close and personal, right? Look at these patterns. I'm telling you, they're really, really cute. Missy, they've answered that for me. Let me see. Thanks for slow and steady. I don't want to screw it up. No, we are going to go very slow. And if the ones that are sewing, and I know several are tonight, if you have any questions, now is the time to ask, because now is when I can backtrack and show you whatever you need. It's your fall coming out. It very well could be. I'm telling you, I'm really enjoying this colors. Who would have thunk it, right? And I think normally my Bargellos I send to Beth Goody Goods. And I think this one, it looks fallish, right? Yeah. I think I'm gonna, Heather sent me a pantograph with squirrels. What do you think about squirrels running over a Bargello? You think that would look cool? There you go, Nancy. Let me see. You never know. But these have, like, I don't know how to put it. Like, the oranges, the yellows. And the more I've been ironing them this evening, I told Joe, I said, I'm really liking these colors. And he goes, because he knows they're not my colors, but I'm really liking this one. I know, dead air, Joe. He's saying dead air, dead air. Yes, and acorns. Ooh, that would be pretty. That would be cute. I would love it with squirrels. I'm thinking so too. Like I said, Heather found a website I cannot remember for the life of me the name of, but I don't know if it was a one-day thing for panographs and they were free, but she pointed it out, and I really have been playing with them, and they're too cute. Andrea, hello. Louise, would love to see squirrels. I really think it would look cool with squirrels. And it's time for me to really get back to behind the scenes of the long arm. I know, Day, start up. Do you see what Day said? It's free for the month. Oh, these guys are killing me tonight. Michelle the Quilter had Donna, Joe, and friends. Squirrels would be great. I think squirrels is the way I'm going to do this. And I always do a stop border when I do a good Bargello. And normally I like stop it with a black, or like the ocean when I did a real dark blue. So we'll have to think of something along the way for this one, because there's a lot of fall in it. And the only place you're going to see this will move from this wall to behind me at the close of tonight's live. Not yet. What time?
Okay. Oh.
I don't know what time it is, honey.
It's almost 47.
Okay. Joe said 9 o'clock he is going to start the giveaway. At 8 o'clock, sorry, 8 o'clock. My days run long when I have therapy. So don't mind me if I misspeak on times. It's one of those numbers things. But he is going to do a giveaway tonight. And it's going to be fun. Cream border with orange binding. Ooh, that might look good. I think that would be fun. We'll have to see what it looks like as it comes closer to wrapping up. But like I said, you will see this move from this wall, and I will pin it to the Bargello back here for extra workspace, because behind this I have work that I have to do. So it's like the hidden project. Hello, Deli and Janine and Joe and the free quilter. Dragonflies, I was thinking caramel colored binding. Ooh, that would be pretty. So, is everybody enjoying the thought of a Bargello in fall? Yeah, it's been a while since I did one. I was looking at the dates because every time I use this pattern, I always date it. So the last time I did it was September a year ago. So it's been a hot minute, and it's time to circle back. And what else was I going to tell you? Let me see. I do have 2 open spots at, no, I'm sorry. 1 open spot at Walnut Port Retreat and 1 open spot at my Tennessee retreat. As anybody knows they fill up and then people have to change plans. So there's one, and or it could be two if husband and wife choose to come, because there's a cottage there and we could talk and work that out. Black and orange stripe binding. The flange, are you thinking, or the black and white stripe? Ooh, that would wrap it up. Have to see if I can find some of that around here. Black and white stripe binding. That would be cool. Just joining. Hello, Donna. Thank you for coming. I really, I'm estimating, this here says 4 hours of prep. And that's like cleaning your fabric, getting it all ready, getting this labeled, getting this set up for, I have found a wrinkle. Can't let that go. We must get the wrinkles out. You do want to take every step that I'm showing you. If there's a way to skim a step along the way from the pattern that it will not affect your outcome, I will show you that. And there is a few steps that I have cut out of the way that it is shown. So if you stick with me, we can do this. But like I said, tonight's going to be extended as it's the prep and getting things ready. Reliance. Yes. The quilting compounds in the house. Shelly, hello. You need to come on our Zimmy Zim if you have time after the live tonight. I need to talk to you. I'm not seeing Halloween. I'm seeing creamsicle, perhaps. It's my diet. Caramel either, creamsicle now. Ooh. Diets? I can't do diets right now. Not allowed. But I will support all of you. Now we're back to the oranges. Yeah, this would be creamsicle. I don't know if the camera's really picking the full... Huh? Yeah, it's not cream. It's only 3 hours from me. Oh, that's not bad. Let me know if you would like to come. That would be fun. Yeah, I am trying to keep our spots filled. And as people, life happens, they sign up, they can't go, family member sick. It could be any variation. Found a new job, found a new husband, found new fabric in a different state. I don't know. We always try, I have zero refund policy, but we do try to plug you in and try to get your spot filled. So we're up to number 17. When again? Let me see. Trying to look up here. Reliance, Tennessee is going to be October 7th through the 12th of 2025. The Walnut Port Retreat is June 10th through 15th of 2025. You need to talk to me, Donna? Yes. No. Hold on. Wrong Shelly. Huh? I always talk to you, Shelly says. But I misread. I thought it was one of our other girls. Do what? At 7:15, what do? You take your picture in black and white. Take your medium darkest color for number 7. And then your darkest, move it to number 20. Where do you go to get the squirrel pantograph? Heather, can you please drop that since I got it from you? I can't remember. I tell you what, it's adorable. And like I said, I don't have my phone handy tonight, so I am no help. If the roll has 42, can you use all 42 or do you need... No, you can use all 42. You're just going to manipulate the numbers back one. Instead of 7, it would be number 8. Instead of 20, it would be 21. That way you're getting the full use. Guess who, Nancy? 15, Donna. Let me find it. Heather's looking for it. And we're down to the final 2. This looks like a little bit of a flammy color for me. I need to rewatch, but I am taking notes. Jess, you will be able to do this with ease. And honestly, anybody that is sewing along with me, let me know by dropping a heart in the chat. It's going to tell me who all is sewing along. If you're watching after this live goes up on the replay and you're sewing, please let me know. Tag me in the post that, hey, I'm sewing with you. It really makes it so much easier for me to help. Okay, Heather has dropped the pantograph. Anybody that wishes to have the pantograph, click on that link. It will take you right there. Guess who, Nancy? Not 7 and 20. I do 7 and 20 because I have 40 strips. If you have 42 strips, go to number 8 and number 21. Sorry, guys, but I needed to get that up there. So I can say I'm done with good old hot iron for now. I can move this off of my space. Now, does everybody understand about taking your picture in black and white? All you're going to do is snap your picture. Then when you click on it, if you're doing it from an iPhone, you're going to click on it, and then it's going to say, let me have your phone, Joe. Can I use your phone a second? I want to use the right words.
I had you on YouTube there so I could listen to you.
Day says, good thing I'm not doing the Bargello. I'm so confused. Day, tell me what if I'm confusing you, I may be confusing others. And I don't want anybody to leave here tonight confused. So I'm going to do this with Joe's phone just so as I do it, I'll be able to talk through it. So I've taken the picture and I'm going to go into edit that picture. So that I can get the best variation, I'm going to go here to adjust. No, the filter. Here's my original, and I'm just going to keep slipping it until I get to the full black and white. I'm hoping that it shows you. Let me do it this way. Well, show that way. That shows better. So now would be the time if I see something that's really sticking out and I don't want it in that place. The black and white picture is going to really show me a different placement. Like I'm seeing on this, number 15, it's looking really, really dark. And I could honestly move it over to like the 18 spot, 19 spot. But I'm okay with that being there because it's just going to add the extra wave. So it's going to give more drama to it. Here. No, it was just about the numbers that everyone keeps asking about, the 7 to 15. Okay. Now I get it. So number 7 is my darkest of my medium colors. It's really important for me because I like the wave effects. The way that I'm going to show you, the only thing that's going to change for you is the colors. This is the rainbow, and I will try next week to have Joe hang up the other Bargello so that you'll be able to see the movement. It's really important that you remember those 2 numbers. Like this has the dark, like a dark burgundy, and that's going to show you, and that spot in particular is going to be your number 7. And then where I'm saying the number 20, that's going to be this one, the dark. So that's going to give you that rolled effect. And you'll understand more as we start to sew them together. Do you think any jelly roll would be okay as a Bargello? Yes, I do. I wasn't sure if I like an April Rosen, words are hard. Rosenthal fabric line would be okay, or if it would look best with progressive colors. I don't know. I've done many Bargellos, and I honestly think the April would work. But if you want to do progression, that's going to give you the more dramatic effect. Let me see. I don't know. I didn't know you could do that with an iPhone. Thanks. You're welcome. I accidentally found out my daughter, I asked her, I said, I don't understand how to do the black and whites. And she tried to explain, I couldn't get it. They explained it to me and it clicked. So I think it's just the way people explain it. She's like, you got to click here, click here. They made it so simple. Just the way I showed you made it really easy. Huh? Yes, go ahead and do the giveaway, honey. Joe's going to open up now for the giveaway while I'm still chatting. So watch for that. If you're enjoying the channel, yes. If you're enjoying the channel, please subscribe. We're really trying to get back into a good algorithm, and we appreciate all of you. For Donna, do you think? I already answered that. Let me see. If you get the pattern, that should help maybe. Yes. The pattern is a free pattern. And it's Ron Carlton. And you just get it straight in the description box. Click on it. It's free. I have it uploaded in my phone and I save it. And I always date when I start one and when I finish and what fabric line I used. Let me see. I'm going to turn my fan up while the raffle is running. And this is what you're going to win. A little ghost. Joe say it's a little bit of Spooktober for you. It will go out in tomorrow's mail. I'm making him go do running for me while I work. And good luck to everyone that's playing along tonight. I have 2 jelly rolls from 3 years ago that I bought to make a Bargello. I need to do it now. Yes. Kathleen, welcome. I love a good Bargello, and I wasn't... I've been asked for the last few months to get back into my Bargello series that I do. And the one I had originally planned to do, there's no way my mind is to where I can do that yet. But this one, I can do in my sleep and walk you through it. Love the book, bought it for my grandkids. Awesome. Remind me what is number 7. Mitzi, the number 7 is going to be your darkest medium color. Mystic, Lady Mystic Wilkins. Hello, welcome. 1 minute. Is that vortex behind you? No. this is not. This is my last Bargello. This is the Bargello I did in 2023. The 2024 is done in our bedroom. It's our bed quilt, and I dearly love it. It's all ocean themed, so I'll have Joe bring that up so that he can hold it up. It's just, we did a king size because we like extra blankets, and I hog them all. But it lays on our bed, and love it. Has double batting, bamboo, love it. It's really heavy. You can't move once you're under it very well. What do you do when there are more than two strips of one fabric? Use them or take them out. What do you do when there are more than two of one fabric? Use them. Are you talking about each jelly roll has more than two of same? Or you're going to have four of same if you're doing two jelly rolls? And soon as the raffle's over, hit me back up with that question, because I'm going to hang here and continue answer questions for a little bit. And then I'm going to try to make sure everybody understands this. And then I'm going to show you about our Post-it notes. So, okay, so can I go from light, medium, and dark? Yes. Here, you're number one, you're going to start with your very, very lightest. Then you're going to do the progression all the way to your medium. My medium really starts here. But I wanted this dark to break that color right there. And then I segue into all of my mediums. And then I pounded the dark number 15 dead center of the end cap of my mediums. That's going to wrap that up and hit it hard. That's going to give me the movement we need. I will have to drink some Lemecco to sew this Bargello quilt. Jody, I will help you if you need it. I'm sure you can use a honey bun for Bargello. It would just be smaller. A honey bun, honestly, I've seen a honey bun used, and it turns out to be like a very nice size wall hanging. I'm trying to... Thank you, Janine, for getting that. Did you quilt it too? Yep. All of my quilts are quilted. This one here, Beth Goodygood quilted. And the other one, Tucker Ness quilted because it was too big. My machine is, I can go 12 feet, but I've got 10-foot space. I've gotten a jelly roll before that had only one of the pattern and 3 or 4 of another. You could add it and leave it. I believe it would be fine. You won't care how it comes out if you drink some. You guys too funny. This is going to be fun, just waiting for fabric to hit my mailbox. Preach, Louise. You guys cracking me up. So anyway, while we're waiting on that, as you can see, we've got them all numbered. So let me get turned around here. I'm trying to make sure you can see what I'm doing. Like, say, this is where my number 7 is. I'm going to show you where it should have been. Should have been here. Then all of these would have moved down one slot. And it wasn't giving me that definition that I really, really wanted. Do you see how, look here at the top, and then here, there's not enough variation from what I was doing to what I need to do. So that's when I just changed mine up. And I always pick about the same area, and I will move these back together. So now I'm honestly happy with the layout that I do have. Yes, 2 or more strips in a single jelly roll. Yes, I'm excited. Also wanted to do Bargello quilts. We are doing it together. We are going to be able to do this. You need 4 strips of the same color for this pattern. Yes. But if you've only got 3 and 1 look-alike, I believe it would work. So I'm going to take column 1 and I'm going to pop it off the wall. And I'm just going to leave that number 1 there. I'll have Joe come back down to table. And it's really important you do not miss these steps. So one of each of these is going to, each color, you want to keep these in same sequence. So I know I'm going light to dark. It's my OCD. So all of these are going to have a number 1. So like this first one, here is a number 1. That tag is going to stay with this every step of this quilt. The same for this one. And I am going a little pin crazy tonight for demonstration purposes. So I'm going to put all of the number 1s on that first piece. We're going to go through each column and number them. 1, 2, whatever your top number is. If I'm going left to right, I'm going to start with 1 and I'm going to number all the way through 20. And I'm going to do that same step for each stack. And I'm going to have them color coded so they're in the same order because gosh forbid I get sidetracked and I have to walk away from my project for a minute. I'm going to use my Post-it note and I'm going to tag it and say, stopped on number 2 blue. And I'm going to know that's where I have to move back to. So these are all done and ready to go. Now I'm going to take this pin. Next week, we are going to start sewing. So don't try to sew them together now. Don't do it. Wait on me for next week because I'm going to show you how to build these that you're not going to get the wave. If you listen to me, it's really simple, but you need a single pin for each set that you're doing. And this will stay with the number 1 slot. And the reason it's there is as I take number 1 and join it with number 2, my seam is going to come this way. Then when I take number 3, I flip this over and that pin's going to have to be at the bottom of number 2. It will get confusing if you don't follow along with me. I also saw them do number 1 and 2 together, number 3 and 4 together, 5 and 6 together. And then after they get that, they build their sections that way. It's really important you come down one side and up the other, down one side and up the other so you don't get the wave when you're pressing. I generally, when I'm working a Bargello, I finger press or I use my roller. That way no heat is touching it and I will just go like this down that seam and just press it flat. I generally, at this step, when I join them, I am going to open them. Some people move off to the right side. I'm not. I'm excited. Always wanted to do Bargello, little ghost. Let me see. Final call for the giveaway. It's going to be beautiful quilt, Donna. Thank you. Word of the day. Superstition. In cipher. Don't tell her that. She make me do it again. Joe. He said, Heather, you made him too easy, he say. Don't listen to him. Crazy man. Everybody in? We're going to move to number 2. Can you, wait a minute, let me answer before. So you can alternate the directions that you sew the seams. Yes, that's what I'm going to start with next week. We should honestly spend 2 weeks sewing. I'm estimating 2 full weeks of just sewing before we even start to make the cylinder, press it, and start the slices. So I just want to make sure that we all stay in the same grouping and we all do this slowly. So numbers are 1 through 20 and color sticky notes are to show the 4 different, yes. That's why I choose to use the 4 difference. That way when I stop, I know right where I was. So I go lightest to darkest. So this one will be number 2. And I will do this all the way down this entire stack. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I messed it up.
All right.
Joe said brain's too tired. He's going to close it up. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Huh. You can no longer enter the raffle. I'm going to order 2 jelly rolls. This is fun. Joe say we're picking a winner. Word of the day. So blessed by Jess. You just won this pattern. Congratulations. Text me. You know my number. Text me your mailing address and Joe will get it out to you straight away tomorrow. Congratulations, Donna. So when you're doing, wait a minute. So Donna, when you're done with this, you will have 4 sections. Yes. You're going to have the Bargello. We're going to make the cylinder after we sew all the strips. And that's where it's going to maybe get a little tiny bit confusing, but I believe you can do it. And once we get the cylinder, I will have my design wall cleared and it will stay up as we work this project. Like I said, my first color was the yellow, and then I'm using the peach, the green, the blue. That way I know as I'm sewing this, I need to keep those sets together of that color family. Show the prize again, just to remind us what the rest of us lost. You would have loved this, Heather. A little ghost. Some of these words are killer. I can't even say them. Trista Lewis, I got to find day. I know she had a word for me too. Abjuration. Abjuration Day. Tell me if I got it wrong or right. Day, I just did your word, baby girl. They like to give me tongue twisters. Yes, I got it right. Thank you, Jesus, for having mercy on me. These guys are tough nuts, I tell you. So your homework for this week, and every week you will have homework. I need for you to take your time, make sure everything is pressed, and build your color family. And by that I mean, your first set through is going to be one color, and you're going to have it labeled like numbers 1, numbers 2, numbers 3, and so on and so forth. Like right now I'm doing number 3. So I'm going to take one of each of these post-it notes and I'm going to write the number 3 on. And I will tag this with each one of these. And you will have, this is the easiest way, and it's a no-fail method. You can't get your colors jacked up if you're doing them like this. You're going to have your color code family that's going to match each of your numbers. And every time I've done the Bargello, I learn something new and something that's going to help everyone along the way. And this seems to be what works best. So just continue to get your families matched up with their color tab. That will really help you get your pressing done and set aside. And like I said, this one is number 3. And by the end of the night, I will start to I will start the process of moving all of these behind me. And that's where you will find them all next week when we come back together. So all you're going to do is continue the stem process. I had to look up the meaning of arbitration. Did I say it right? I tried to find the word that sounds she has trouble with regardless of length. Thank you. Thank you all. We need it in a sentence. Me too. Slick bitches. They are just trying to keep you on your toes. I thank God every day for all of you. Quoting in the country, had to Google that word. Lorovich. Can you use one jelly roll and make it smaller? Yes, you can. One jelly roll, just find your lightest and move it to darkest. Light to dark. That is your main thing. You can do it with one. It'll be a really good size wall hanging. And Laura, the door's open. Anytime you want to come up with me, I bring you on. Woohoo, Jess, congratulations. Thank you, everyone. Laura, you can. It would just be smaller and the wave will be different. Yes. Abjuration is the taking back retraction of the oath on belief. Yes. Can you show the numbers again? Yes. So I'm going to pull down number 4. Number 1, I used orange, like a peach, a green, and a blue. I'm going to take down number 4. And I'll lay them just like this. I want to make sure that when I lay these down, they're all staying together. Now I'm going to take one of each of these colors that I told you. And it's really important you don't get your colors jacked up. You want to keep the same order all the way through. So I'm working with number 4 on this. So this one here will be number 4, number 4, number 4. So I'm going to pull this down. I have the first one here. This is number 4, and it's, like I said, that yellowish color. And I'm going to put it dead center, and it will stay with this the whole time until we're ready to make that cylinder. Once we get ready to make the cylinder, this can come off. And all you're going to do is pin, whoops, picked up the wrong one. I needed to pick up this one. It's really important you pay attention. So the next one's going to be my green. That's why I lined them up over here. That way I don't jack up my color order. And say I sit down and do, I'm just using this as example, all of 1 and 2 together. And then I choose to do, I don't know, today I'll sew 6 and 7. Not a wise move. But as example, you're going to want to keep your color families together. So, Annette, does that help you any? The acting up, I've got that. Reason why I haven't made a Bargello yet in a room. Pretty soon you'll have plenty of room, Heather. Absolutely. Oh, I get it now. Each set of numbers, yes. Each one of these sets of numbers is going to be one of the quadrants. I couldn't think of a word. Thank you, Pat. That's going to make the Bargello cylinders. Words are still hard and it was not coming to me. So we'll do the same all the way through. Like, these are number 5s. So I'm going to make sure that I pick the next number and then just add those in. Really, really easy peasy. So I'm going to take one of each of these and do the same thing. Just number them. And make sure these numbers match this number. That way, gosh forbid, a windstorm come through, a dog pulls your design wall down. It will be so easy for you to put them right back up and not lose track of where you were. So this is number 5, and it's going to go right like this. And we're just going to do this for all of the numbers. It may be a little extra step, but it's one, if you had to get on the floor and pick them up, you'd be glad you had. How many strips do you have in each number? I have 20 strips in each series of numbers. Oh, I get it now, yes. I love that pattern on the fabric. I do too. Just for, okay, the quadrants, that just blew my mind. I didn't even think, I was trying to think of the word quadrant and all day I couldn't think of. But yes. And now I've condensed that. These are done. And all joined together. And then I'll move on to number 6 through 20 and get that done. I am so confused. Mitzi, talk to me. Tell me what you're confused about. Now is the time I can help you. I don't want you to sit till next week and get all worried. So tell me what you're confused about. I'm going to go ahead and work up a number 6. Do you need 4 strips times 20? Yes. Yes, 4 strips. Each jelly roll should have given you 2 strips of same fabric. Keyword should have. It all depends on your fabric. Some people may even be just cutting their own, but the key would be for the color coding is a great idea. Thank you. I'm going to have to get a different jelly roll with mine only having 1 of 40 colors. I get it. I just know I don't like to find out after I've sat and picked and line my Bargello up that I got my number sequence out and then I have to pick a whole seam out. I don't like that at all. This makes it no-brainer. You won't mess up with this technique. I don't know if it's out there, but it's just something I've done since the very first Bargello and it makes sense to my brain. That way, I just stick with all of them in same color family. Time got away from me, just got here. I'm going to have to watch replay. Been looking forward to doing the Bargello quilt. You've not missed anything, Casey. Just watch it, and we're just talking tonight and getting it ready to start sewing next week. This week is all about questions and answers and trying to get everybody to understand what we're doing every step. Mitzi, do you have 2 jelly rolls? My jelly rolls don't have 2 of the same fabrics. Pat, they're not sewn yet. No, they're not, but it's going to be 1 quadrant. 1 through 20 is going to be 1 quadrant, and you're going to do some steps 4 times. Does anyone have any questions? Make sure that I'm answering everybody. Mine has 41 colors, all different. Ooh, I don't know. Then you might just do the 41 and just do 1 jelly roll, give you a nice sized wall hanging. Oh my, now I get it. Thank you. You're welcome. I was hoping I could make it so everybody understands, but this is just a little system I come up with doing this extra little step. And I could tell you the why, but God rest Molly and Titan, they were playing and knock over my design wall, and all of my stuff went on the floor, and it took me a long time to pick up and figure out what I was doing. So, God rest their souls, but I learned a lesson. I mark everything. Because I couldn't get mad at them because I didn't do a step. My jelly rolls are coming tomorrow, so I'll be doing this this weekend. Just doing your prepping, Donna. Don't go jumping the gun and thinking because you know what you're doing. If you have not done it, please just prep and get set up. I have 4 jelly rolls. That'll work. If you got 4 of something, that will work. I am just soaking it all up. Donna, you're making it sound so easy. I promise everybody in the chat, if you've ever been intimidated by this, don't be. I have many, many notes over many, many quilts that have led me back to what works easy for my brain might not work for yours, or different way we all process things. Sounds like a great excuse to get more sticky notes. Absolutely. You need a jelly roll that has 2 or more of some color or the same tone. Yes, Tracy Lewis, thank you. And yes, I'll be here the entire time. Just been super busy, not watching the chat, but now listening. Good job. If I remember correctly, last week you said you were using 4 jelly rolls. How does that work with 4 quadrants? I'm using 2 jelly rolls, and that's going to give me the queen. I did 4 jelly rolls, got my California King on the last one I did, and that's the ocean theme that I did, and it yielded me the California King and the pillow shams out of. And I believe we've even, I want to think, I should know my bedroom. My nightstands is the word. Even has the ocean theme. I'm trying to think of a word. Trivets that the light sits on. I'm going to get 2 more jelly rolls, as the ones I'm working on is looking more like log cabin style. Thank you so much, Donna. You're welcome. Yes, I'm only doing this one with 2 jelly rolls. But this 2 jelly rolls should yield you a standard queen. And I have seen people wrap them because you're going to need a stop border to stop all of the movement. It's going to be quite, how I say, it's going to have a lot of movement to it. Now, if you don't have Donna's post-it note addiction, you can take a permanent marker and mark the salvages. I don't think that would work. I will cut fabric, 4 strips from 15 fabrics. No. You need 20 different strips 4 times. In different fabrics. You'll need 4 of same 2.5-inch strip 20 times. Make sense? For a total of 80 strips? In my math right, Joe?
Thanks.
My math's mathin', he say. So he's telling me he thinks everybody understands. I have some already. Okay. So if no one has any more questions, yes, I know that I'm a horrible heathen. Yes, you are. Yes, very horrible. Maybe post-it addiction is part of our name, Donna. Absolutely. So everyone, I will not be coming live to you from our quilting room this Sunday with the trivia, as Joe and I will be traveling to Gaithersburg to deliver the project Dress a Girl Dresses. And if Muddy is up to it, we may be able to just do a little hair video, maybe short, I'm not sure, but we'll do something so that you guys can all see that they've been handed over, and her, you know how she gets excited like I do. So other than that, I won't see you back till Monday night when we do start the basket project. The woven star, if I say it, woven basket, I can't say the name right. I don't have the pattern in front of me, but it's Tracy DeChurch's pattern. So if you want to sew that one, grab your scrap buckets and let's get stitching. It's going to be fun. Get 8 colors, lots of strips of all different sizes, and we're going to have fun on Monday night. So I'm going to be bouncing a few projects, and it's just going to be fun. This week in the Squirrely Kitchen, I'm going to do lunch lady brownies. So can't wait to see what that's going to taste like. Maybe even some pumpkin ones. You never know. Take care, guys. Have a fabulous weekend. God bless you, and I'll see you again real soon.